Well, hopefully I've got enough space this time because, I just tried doing the video and because I cut it out because I didn't have enough space. It keeps happening. Anyway, today is 2000, it's the 24th of the 4th, 2024. So it's 24, 42, 24. Okay, very significant. And it's the full moon. So it's the end of the cycle. The last massive big cycle, which had lots of crazy shit in it. And now we're moving into a new cycle, which is all new and fresh. And it's a time for us to, today reflect on what happened in the last, 20 odd years. And now we're moving into a new lot. So we needed to already have, closed out cycles that didn't serve us. All the negative aspects of our lives, things that were not as they should be. People, places and things needed to be moved along. And if people haven't already reflected, then they may be caught in another cycle of the same. So if they haven't made the changes already, better start saying your prayers today because we're in a time of judgment and it's already on us. So if you haven't already made the changes that you needed to change to make things right in your world, then you expect to notice the repercussions. They can be good ones or bad ones. Depends on what you've been doing. If you've been out there causing drama and making life difficult for other people, then expect that life's going to get difficult for you now. I don't like to be a bearer of bad news, but it's just the way it goes. Does that song go? Just the way it goes? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, for me, this morning I went up to bring in this new cycle. So early this morning I got up before the sun came up, or before the moon went down, and went to the top of a hill here and lit a little fire and see the moon go. So the moon left us. That's the old cycle, the old ways, and then brought in the sunrise. So as I was on top of the hill, the moon's going waning and the sun's coming up. It was awesome. So I got some messages up there. There are some people that are, regretful at this time because perhaps they haven't, reflected on themselves or, rectified past wrongs. Therefore, they may be going to feel some negative responses given to us by the Holy Spirit. It's a time of judgment. So we're bringing in, this is my tea, I've got my nice cup and my teapot. Bringing in this new day, this new time, a new cycle. This is a celebration. I'm drinking my tea with the ancestors and the Holy Spirit, God Himself, Jesus, Holy Mother of God. Thank you. Thank you for the new day, the new cycle, which is should be positive and exciting new world for those that have passed their tests and learnt their lessons in the last cycle. So this is what it's all about, learning lessons, right? And it's important that we do that, so that we can make our world a better place for all of us to live. But it depends on us and how we move forward in our attitudes and how we are towards and how we behave towards other people. So if we've been going around lying, stealing, thieving, raping, pillage, then it's not going to be very good for you. But like if you've been on the other side of things and being helpful to people, then all will be well. Okay? Cheers. Cheers to our new beginning. Okay, let's pull some cards and see what Spirit's got to say about all this. Let's pull out the ancestors. The ancestors are definitely with us. The ancestors from the highest degree. I mean, we have our negative energies always lurking about, but we don't tap into them. We do not want... there's a balance of negative and positive, right? Always. You can't have light without the dark and all that kind of thing. But we tend not to take the advice of the darkness. We tend to look towards our lighter side because, our planet's been imbalanced and we've had too much darkness and we need more lightness. So we tap into our light energies, and that's where we, our light energies, those of the highest degree, like Jesus is a 33 degree highest degrees energies that we wish to draw on, and we thank them for their guidance. Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors of the highest degree, the Most High God, we draw on you for our guidance and our messages. We banish all dark energies and negative influences from our messages. We only want positive truth. Well, we just want truth. I shouldn't say positive truth, because whatever truth is truth, like whether it's dark or light, the messages need to be honest. We don't want to be going around all airy-fairy, not recognising the darkness when it's there, because we need to get those warnings and messages as well. But having said that, we want the messages to come from the Most High. Okay. Highest degrees. Tune in and connect. Non-verbal communication, intuition, intuitive messages. This is from our ancestors. This is all of our ancestors. This is all of our ancestors because a lot of people will say, well, they're not, like they have a distinction between races, but we are all actually connected because within past lives we've lived different lives, and that means through different races and genders. So colour and skin tone and race differences don't mean anything. because we are all one and we are all connected. So we're speaking to all our ancestors and lineages. And we receive our intuitive messages from the Most High, and we also receive from our past energies, which are our ancestors, our bloodlines. Because they are us, right? We are them. They are us, and we are them. When you listen to your intuitive guidance, you hearing that whistle? You hear it? Thank you. And thank you to our ancestors. And what other messages have you got for us here? Holy Spirit of the Most High. Spirits of the Most High. See, because it is the Spirit that we invite, right? When you're talking about Spirit, we're talking about the higher vibrations of Spirit. We don't tap into the low vibration because they're the negative energies. It's the negative spirit, the low, the down, the lowly, the misery, the anger, and those angry energies. Dark energies are like low vibrational, so that's like angry energies, nasty, bitter, jealous energies, incubus, succubus energies, those that draw on others by projecting misery, loneliness, all that dark stuff. So we, like to rather draw in the higher vibrational energies, which are, like God consciousness, Jesus consciousness, higher consciousness. Our own higher consciousness is God conscious. That's, Jesus consciousness is the higher vibration, right? It's the spirit of Jesus is a higher vibration. It's a 33 degree. Okay. So those that have a higher spirit, which is a happy spirit, a light spirit, and not heavy-hearted and down and we want our up spirit. These are the spirits. You understand? It's all energy frequencies, high and low. You understand? And all that in between. We all go up and down within that, but we try to stay here, so that we're not projecting onto others a lower energy of fear, hate, jealousy, all those low vibrational energies. We don't want to call that in. You understand? It's not really rocket science. It's spirit. It's the spirit within. The spirit. Confirmation from the train. Did you hear that? Okay. Holy ancestors, right? Ancestors of the highest spirit, the highest degree is whom we want to ask for assistance. We don't want to ask nasty vibrational energies, do we? So, and this is answer the call. Answer the call of the highest vibrational energies. Explore, travel, and live. Yes. Treat the body well. So that's the vessel. We need to keep our vessel at a higher vibration. So, you know, what we put into it, how we treat ourselves is how we're going to feel. If we are treating our vessels badly, you know, drinking too much, smoking too much, doing drugs, doing, I don't know, just negative things towards ourselves. Like some people, you know, like that are on a very, very low vibration that have taken on energies of, you know, death. People, you know, that cut themselves. You know, if anybody like that is listening, you've got to pray for the highest vibration. Tune in to the highest God. Tune into the highest vibration, the highest vibrational energies, Jesus, energy, God consciousness, to bring you out of that dark space and realize that this is an energetic attachment that is causing these feelings of hatred for oneself and one physical body. That hatred for oneself and their own physical body is a demonic attachment. So you have to call to the Most High, which is Jesus consciousness, high vibration, to clear the energy, clear whatever is reoccurring in one's life that is of low vibration, and you ask the higher spirit to banish that energy that may have been projected on us through our lifetimes, which is not of ourselves. You know, ourselves are of God because God created all, right? So to banish those low vibrational things, thoughts and habits, you must call on that higher spirit. So the higher spirit is it's light, it's happiness, it's joy. You know, like, so start with your asking, and then try to move, like you have to shift, like if you're in a big slump and lying down sleeping and trying to sleep off the darkness, that's only going to keep you in the more darkness. So you have to actually make yourself get out, go and wash yourself in the shower, put on some beautiful clean clothes, clean the space, clear the space, or go out and get into fresh air and clear the energy, and call in the higher spirit, you know, God consciousness. Call in that consciousness, because that is the consciousness that you take on into yourself to to raise your vibration to a happier spirit and a joyful spirit is what you want. Because we've got, this is a new cycle now. We need those dark energies are being cleared away. Clear. Go on, clear. Clear that energy. Clear those dark energies. They're not yours. They're not yours to keep. Clear that darkness, the dark energies, the dark thoughts. Wash them away. Get in the shower. Get in the shower. Wash them off. Clear the dust off the shelves. Sweep the floor. Open the doors up. Let the air through. Let in the higher spirit. Go out into the sunshine. Even if it's raining, go out into the fresh air. Clear that darkness. Open the curtains. Don't sit in the dark. That's where the dark energies stay, attached in those dark areas. They like it dark and dusty and dirty. Clear the space. Open the curtains. Right? Wash your hair. Wash off all dark energies. Clean clothes. Clean clothes. You see what I'm saying? This comes with self-care. The dark energies are not yours. We don't hang on to those. I'm going to move into a higher vibration. Happiness, joy. Connect with Mother Earth. This is where you will find this joy, this freshness, this peace and harmony in nature. Plant a garden and harvest. But for the moment, just go out there and feel it. Yeah? It's fresh and it's clean. And it's going to rain, and we're going to have a cleanse. Right, it's the new moon, right? Oh, sorry, not new moon. It's the end of the moon, so it's the full moon, which is the end of the cycle. 24th of the 4th, 2024. 24, 42, 24. It's a big one. This is a big cycle, like 25 years. That's the next one. So it's a choice right now. Today is the last moment you have to choose whether you want to continue the darkness or whether you want to move into a nice light and hearth, light energy, earth magic. That's the magic of the earth, God's creations. That's where the magic lies, in that clean, fresh environment. It's going to regrow now. We're moving. Oh, get into nature. Get out of the darkness. Get outside. Go on. Go and have a wash. Clean yourself. Go for a walk and feel the earth, like take the shoes off, feel the ground, feel the air on the body, the wind, the breeze. Hear the leaves, the whispering in the trees. It shifts that energy, shifts that darkness. Breathe in, let it out. And drink tea. I'm drinking rooibos tea, it's red tea. It's an antioxidant. It's a bit like a green tea, but I don't like the green tea because it's got like that tannin. And it has the green tea has caffeine, but the red tea doesn't have that, and it's much more refreshing, I find. And antioxidant to detox our bodies. Let's see what's going on, shall we? We've got a lot going on. Oops! Can't pull it any further now. Okay, let's see. Okay, Holy Spirit. Yeah, coming out of this regretful, stagnant shit, right? That's the Nine of Swords in reverse. Let's clear the dark energy and move into the light. Yeah, look here, look, this dark energy. Look at that Five of Pentacles. This is regret and misery and, you know, like, in the darkness, look at those heads lying low. Oh my God. That's hell. That's being in the pits of hell. What else do you need to tell us, Holy Spirit? Tune in and connect. Queen of Swords. Cut out this negative behavior. That's what she's saying. The Queen of Swords is, you know, it could be air sign, you know, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, but you know, this is about, you know, the Queen of Swords has like that high vibrational, honest, clean, you know, like cut. I don't want to say cutthroat, but you know, like no bullshit. This is what it is. But it's clean, like a clean cut from this dark shit. Clean cut out, and this is the light cut energy. So cut out the old darkness, which is dark, and you know, like lighten. See, so I'm seeing this bird up here too that is flying. It's like cut out the shit and fly. There's so many opportunities if the darkness is cut away. Those, you know, wallowing in misery and darkness and lack mindset, the belief that you have nothing. And this is what the Queen of Swords does, is she will cut out that lack mindset. Like, you cut it away, like you put it away, all that negative dark energy or things that you might be carrying, you know, the guilt is one of the worst things, guilt and fear, carrying that. So cut that out, because it doesn't belong to you, you know, it doesn't, it's come from like generations and generations of bullshit, and you're carrying that, so it needs to be cut away. And that's what the Queen of Swords does. Cut that bullshit out and lighten the energy and fly, and you know, like, so you cut out all that heavy shit so that you can raise up and fly and find the new opportunities, which are light and bright and clean and full of oxygen. You know, like being able to breathe. You know, like, because you're up there, you're in the breaths of the air, and if you imagine it to be like the breeze, imagine that you are the breeze flowing between the like, this is something, one of the ways I've often thought about it is imagining that you are the breeze and you're blowing through the leaves of the trees, and like, you know, like you are so light, your energy is so light that, you know, those leaves are going through you, you know what I mean? And you are the breeze. So if you can take your mindset to be the breeze, it is light and it's bright, and it's easy, you know. And the other way of, it's sort of the other way of letting go, right? Letting go of all this darkness, letting go of the dark energy is like, say if you're imagining that you're a leaf and you're a dried leaf and you've finished your life cycle on the tree, and you've broken off of that tree and you're floating in the air. It's autumn, right? Floating in the air, and then we land on a stream of water, a gentle stream of water, not a big rushing current, because that just sounds stressful to me. But anyway, we float off of the tree, and we float down, and we land on a body of gentle water that has a gentle flow, and we float, and we're flowing down this gentle stream, you know, and we're just letting go, and we're just going with it, and we're just floating, and you know, bumping into a little rock here or two, you know, like, but just going with the flow. And you know, like, it turns you around in a little whirlpool, and then you float down a little bit further, and you bump into the edge of the, you know, the ground, you know, and you just letting go and let God, right? It's letting go and let God guide you, and you just flow with the stream. Yeah, it is peaceful, and it is easy to let go of all this darkness, guilt, fear, lack mindset, what you haven't got. Let go and let God. Don't worry about, you know, how the bill's going to be paid. Oh my God, you know, like all the stressful shit. If you let go to the God frequency and say to God, okay, I'm not in control here. Let go of the control and go with the flow, and things always work out. That's having faith, right? That's having faith in the Holy Spirit. Is letting go and letting God deal with it. Don't hold resentments and hate and fear, you know, fear of the unknown, you know, paybacks and, you know, all that, carrying all that shit. You know, if somebody's hurt you in some way, or, you know, don't seek revenge, just let go and let God deal with it. Just keep on floating down that stream, in that little river, you know, like a little wee boat on the water, or a little wee leaf, a crumpled, you don't know, a little dry leaf on the water. That's how you got to take it, and you will elevate. You will. So anyway, the Queen of Swords there, and this is answering the call. And didn't I say floating on a boat? There they are, there's a couple floating on a boat. After cutting out the darkness, and we can fly. Queen of Wands at the end, at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Yep, the end of the cycle. Okay, what have we got here? We have a King of Cups. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Or it's just their energy, right? And so the end of a cycle and floating away, look. Didn't I say about going on the boat, getting in the stream after the end of this moon cycle, letting go with the flow. He's looking at that. And this fish could be Pisces. Yeah, I'm seeing all these like lines and things, you know. This to me is like the flow of the water, you know, like the breeze, you know, like just going with the flow, right? Because we've come out, so we had so here we have this coven, right? This group of people. Could be family, group, could be an organization, could be, you know, like a coven of some sort, group of witches, whatever you want. And they're all drinking, right? See, they're all drinking from those cups. Overindulging. They're overindulging in you know, the lifestyle, overindulging in a lifestyle. That's what I'm getting. Material, partying and material gain is their perspective. And a crash. Saying, yeah, everyone's been partying too much. Everyone's been consuming too much. See, this can be on a global scale, right down to, you know, like the individual scale. So this overindulgence is like across the board. This is like the whole world has been overindulging to the detriment of our natural world, as well as the individual groups, you know what I mean? Right down to our neighbourhoods and our families and friend groups and all that. Overindulgence all around. And it's all been very selfish and there's been a whole lot of, you know, like tit for tat sort of shit going on, you know, my group against your group and this individual against that individual, or my organisation against that organisation, my religion against that religion, my army against that army, all this shit, right, is, that's the old cycle we're moving away from, okay? But we need to see ourselves as these individuals floating on that earth alone is where you will reconnect with the Holy Spirit. But you actually have to move away from these covens to be able to feel it. So here we've got the Page of Pentacles. So we had the Three of Cups, and then we've got the Page of Pentacles. So these organisations and groups are now gone broke, and the cycle is over because they've used up all the resources. And this cycle is over, all that overindulgence is over. The Page of Pentacles, and they're the world in reverse, because they've used up all the resources in these groups. There's no more funding for organisations that have just been stuck in the system as well. That's going to be taken away with the Three of Pentacles here in reverse. That is the end of these covens. These groups, these organisations sucking money up, sucking up resources for their own benefits, you know, getting the company car and and the house and like all this material wealth that has been at the detriment of our environment and has only brought us to this dark regret, because now people are waking up out of their covens, out of their groups, and realising that their resources are running out because God's not with them, right? Because they're not working with nature, which is God's, protection, earth magic. Reconnect with Earth, Mother, right? Tune in and connect to the ancestors, because that's where they are. They are there in the environment. You cut trees down, that's where they are. They tell me all the time. They say, I'm here in the trees. What did I say? About the leaf dropping from the tree and landing on the water and going with the flow. That's where our ancestors are. Right? And with those animals, the birds, and the animals, insects, everything. So in not respecting that, you're not respecting your ancestors. When you don't respect the earth, what God has created for us is created from all that dies, all that passes, because this is life and death, right? All that passes is our ancestry. So if you have no respect for your ancestors, what's going to happen? This is going to happen. This misery and darkness. You're going to be left out in the cold with nothing to eat, nothing to drink, because you've overindulged in all the resources. We have to, and the Queen of Swords is here. This is like, the Queen of Swords has given me like the energy of like Archangel Michael, or the angels coming to cut this shit out, right? It's just like the earth angels. Yeah? Because we've now, without resources, the cycle is ended because the moon's gone. It's 24, 42, 24. We're in this new cycle, and it was up to us to make those changes. Otherwise, we're done. Right? The covens are finished. All all the these organisations that have been sucking up the resources and not actually, like for their own benefit, not actually sharing the wealth properly with people, or actually teaching people how to benefit themselves. They've kept people in dark places so that they could actually draw off of their energy. These are energy vampires. So if you've got people that are struggling, and you've got an organisation that gets a whole lot of funding by the top coven, which is the government, and they get a whole lot of funding into their little group, their coven, their organisation, then they need to get numbers, and they always say numbers, right? I need more Mondays numbers so I can get more funding from the government. And they will just write their, it's like spell work, right? They write their grant applications and things, and that's like writing spells, right? Because you're spelling out what you want to create, and underneath the guidelines of the main big coven, which is to keep the people that, they have, I should say it like they have forced to rely on these covens, right? This is like through welfare and non-profit organisations that are supposed to be there to help people heal in various ways. And if they don't have those people that are drawing from those entities, if they're not asking those entities, which is what they are, entities, for some benefit. They might need help with mental health or physical health or whatever it may be. So they are asking the entity for help. And so then the entity is attached to that individual and can draw energy from that individual. And so the more individuals, the numbers they have in their organizations, the numbers they can draw on, like, and they're drawn on children and people various ages, and you know, they really draw on Indigenous peoples and you know, struggling people, people that aren't on the top of the food chain, I should say. So they become energy vampires of those people because they are being funded, because the more people that they have going to them to ask for help, the more funding they get, you see? And they will just breadcrumb those people that are asking for help. They'll just give them a little bit, you know, but then they keep that for their administrations, their organisation, so they can have a nice new car and, you know, get a big house and, you know, you see what I'm saying? This is finishing. This is the end of that because people are onto it, right? So I've sucked up all the resources. I can't get any more. This is the end of the cycle with this full moon here. The end of these covens. This is global, right? This is global. Globalization. Globalization just sucked up all the fucking resources. That's what it's about. Yeah. And we have the King of Cups here. Who's in their emotions about this. I think this person is realising this. See, this can be somebody on the top of that food chain, or this is somebody that's on the bottom of the food chain, that, or anybody in between, right? Whoever this resonates with, this King of Cups here has realised that the party is over. The overindulgence has finished. It's done with. So, now it's time. It's time for that leaf that has finished the cycle of growing on the tree to break away and float on that stream and let the Holy Spirit take you. This is faith as to where, and you don't know where, the leaf doesn't know where it's going to end up, right? The leaf doesn't know, but it has to have faith that it's going to be cared for. And whatever fate that leaf is destined for, so be it. It's God's will. Okay? Good or bad. Wow. Let's have a look what's going on here with the Five of Pentacles and see how you can relate to this as an individual. See what resonates for you. I'll just add some more tea. Five of Pentacles. Ooh, that's a bit much. Thank you, Spirit. And we have an Emperor there. I'm not taking that yet. Five of Pentacles. Oh, again. Oh, we've got a page watching. Sovereignty. King of Swords. Hang on. Too much, Spirit. One at a time, please. One at a time for us, so I can talk about it easier. Five of Pentacles. So those that have taken the energy of faith and tuned into the higher power. The higher power meaning the higher God frequency, Jesus frequency, the higher power. Those who have tuned into that are now going to reap the rewards of the Ace of Pentacles. That's a gift from God there, right? And I'm seeing here, through these clouds, this building in the background. There's a building, I don't know if you can see that. It looks like a building in the background here, but it's toppling. See how it looks like it's falling. So this is the old ways, falling, and then these flowers are growing up. So that's the nature spirit. So that establishment is falling. And it's going to be like this for many to begin with, but there will be new growth at the end. This is what's happening. Queen of Swords. Judgment is upon us. Queen of Swords. Holy Spirit, just one card here for you, so I can explain the Queen of Swords, please. Oh God, it's got three here. This is giving to me the Horseman, right? The Knight of Wands is coming. The illusions. Okay. Those that have heed the warnings, understood the mission, understood that there was lessons that needed to be learned, and followed the spirit of the Holy Spirit, are going to be receiving the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is like it's like the Garden of Eden, you know. This is reaping their rewards, because we've got the Ace of Pentacles there. This is the Garden of Eden. And look at the flowers and stuff growing through the buildings. Like, it's almost like this is like the old church and that. And you know how when you see those old derelict buildings and that, and then all the plants all growing in between it, and that's the abundance coming back. And no, the backstabbing is, you know, like no more of this illusion. There's no more of this illusion of the carrots that have been hung in front of people's faces, the new cars and the fancy clothes and the material wealth. There's no more of that confusion for the covens. Well, they don't have the covens don't have the power anymore. Because this is what I'm getting here is like the illusions of the covens, right? And you know, like the illusions of the covens. And look, this is like the church in this cup here, but it's like fallen and broken, and you know this bird. I don't know what that would represent, but the snake, whatever that is, the coal. This is like this is like the laurel leaves. This is sort of like the like the United Nations sort of the highest coven, the heart, taking the heart and the abundance. So this is like the illusions of the abundance that the establishments dangle in front of the masses. You know, it's the illusions of the wealth. You see, when you separate the heart from a human being, we are dead. If you take what's within the heart, we're dead, right? That comes when the Ten of Swords, this is what has happened to our people. But this is over now. These covens are over. And now it is at the time of, you know, the first will be last and the last will be first. So the tables are turning. Those people that apparently the first are going to be last. And the last are going to be first. So the horsemen are coming. Okay. The Three of Cups. There's those laurel leaves again. See, the laurel leaves, the establishment on that Three of Cups. The big covens. They are now going to be heartbroken. Look at those knives in that heart. What did I just say before? You know, you take the heart away from, they're dead. So you get to the heart. What's going on here? Look, oh. The Hierophant, the moon cycle, did we not just say? You take a heart, take away the heart. Of the coven. Wow. Oh my goodness. And the heart is for the pentacles and the overindulgence and everything that they could get for themselves. The King of Wands. Page of Pentacles in reverse. And the King of Wands. this is this is like the higher power and this CEO here, this King of Wands, is seeing it for what it is. It's like a realization. This King of Wands is like having a realization. It's like, oh my God, right? What have I done? Like, he's like, yeah, he's up there, like higher power, but realizing that he's not the highest power. And I'm almost like seeing he's looking through this, the eternal symbol there as like glasses, like being able to see through, you know, what's been, you know, like the rose-colored glasses, like the illusion, like being able to see through the illusion. And this person is just suddenly can see what the fuck's going on and what they've done and what they've lived for. And it's like that, you know, like that realization of what they are, and that they've been in an illusion all this time, sitting on the throne, feeling all powerful, thinking it's never going to end. They're heartbroken. It's like torn out his heart that his direction has been wrong. It's an illusion. It's been an illusion. The Seven of Cups. And it's heartbreaking. True. The world, it's come to an end. The world in reverse. It's a burden. This is massive. It's like now at the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. This might be the new Emperor. It's like now this person's realizing that they are going to be carrying this burden. It's like all this time this person's had all these minions doing all the carrying, and now they're realizing, oh my goodness, now they're going to have to carry all those wands themselves. It's burdensome because they're not very strong. This is a facade. It's been a facade. It's Three of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, shoot. The battle. But you see it come out in reverse. The battle is over. The meek shall inherit the earth. The realization that now all this, you know, all the backstabbing and the fighting for resources and, you know, the jealousies and hatreds and, you know, all those low vibrational things have now come to an end, because this battle now is over, because the higher spirit has stepped in. God has stepped in. And this is what this King of Cups is in their emotions about. It's over. Death. Yeah. King of Cups. King of Cups is now the Emperor. Wow. This is transformation here, right? Death and transformation. We have a new Emperor. This is God sitting up there. Jesus, the higher power, the higher frequency. We have a transformation. A transformation to a higher frequency. We have the Emperor. Oh, nice. Emperor. Transformation. Balance is here at the Pentacles. Balancing the resources. This is balancing the resources. By letting go and letting God, being the leaf floating on the river, let go and let the transformation happen. Stop holding on to all these entities, false idols. Let go and let God. Let God balance things out. What's the time? Yeah, it's been over an hour. So, wow. Oh. Oh. Lost opportunities. This person's sitting there like, all these opportunities lost, and there's a tower. The tower and the realization of the loss opportunities. The loss of life. Which has brought us to a crossroads. For those who couldn't see, with no knowledge. Wow. I didn't walk away. Because now they've got a new perspective on the whole scenario. They never walked away. You know, they blindly, and this is like the Page of Swords here, it's like blindly going in and following that. I don't know if you seen my video the other day when I was following that person on the edge of the water blindly. I couldn't see who it was, but I was following that person. And this is giving me that following blindly. Blindly following the lead into death. We've got temperance. The lies have been tempered. There's the Ace of Swords in reverse. So the illusions, the lies have now been tempered. They can't lie to us anymore. I mean, there's just too much information out there. We know too much, right? There's too much of us with too many of us out there now with gifts that know. Those that have been sent here on this journey, this fool's journey, to show others where the Ten of Cups comes from. The real Ten of Cups, not the illusionary, false idols. The real Ten of Cups is bringing us a new beginning. See the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. I mean, we were saying before, you know, like I did say there, you know, like following blindly, you know, like society has followed blindly the entities that have had control and the power of our world, you know, and you know, most of the people in society have followed along blindly and done as they're told, not realizing. But at the same time, we say we have faith and we follow the Holy Spirit blindly, right? Following the lead. But this is the difference, is that what is it? Are you following the Holy Spirit in the high vibrational natural cycle, natural you know, like following God's plan, following God's creation, and being in harmony with that, or are we following the you know, like fear-based lead in following the entities and, you know, who you work for to get that pay packet every week? You know what I mean? Do we follow the money, or do we follow the Holy Spirit? What have you been following? This is what people are realizing now. What have they been following? The entities or the Holy Spirit? So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for joining me on this new dawn, new cycle we're in. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be, well, for some of us it's going to be hell. Some of us, they got this to look forward to. Depend on what the decisions are that you made, right, in the last cycle. And the others that have made the correct decisions are going to be abundant. Abundance is not always money, right? Abundance is, you know, the spirit. Abundant in spirit. Quite often that comes with, like, physical abundance as well. Just depends on how you get it. Okay, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.